Vivi, vivi, la 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 la, voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir mi vida. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with an Earth 2 Omi Vivi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. We love you. So, I was on Dan Lee's channel today. Dan Lee. He is a Omi guy, so I'll start with Omi first. Just going over, we had like a 2-hour live stream almost. It was pretty insane. So we go and we have a pretty much we do a Q&A. We just talk about things that like the first 20 minutes, like we actually weren't recording, and then I see like, wait, did we just restart? He's like, yeah, we actually weren't recording for the first 20 minutes. So it was a little more than 2 hours, but we just go over how bullish we are, but also in the short term that it's possible to be bearish despite the fact that we're at not all-time lows, but at the lowest that we've seen. I think 0.00164 or 160 was the lowest that we'd seen in the last couple of months. You know, before the big spike up to a penny, and now we're down to 0.00 like 165 or 164 something like. So we're very, very low. We did have a nice support line at about 0.0020, and it did fall below that. And again, there's a chance that when some more coins are liquidated from the founders and the big boys that you have in August, there's a chance that they continue to go even lower. But that being said, they are doing buybacks. You can tell if you go to a Comey Whale or a Comey Whale Watcher on Twitter, they report on all of the big transfers over from AscendX or Gate.io, Bitforex. Pretty much they watch the top 500 wallets. And also outside of that, what they do is they take a look at any transaction over 10 million OMI that goes somewhere. So as they do that, they can track where it goes and they say, oh, to this reserve wallet, to this wallet, whatever. And it makes sense that because that doesn't happen very often, you know, you have something like, you know, my subscriber JP, who just says, yeah, we have a, he made the price go from 0.0035 to 0.005. And he only did it with $200,000, you know, give or take. And these guys are putting in, you know, 50 million order, 90 million order, 40 million order, 60. Like they're doing that over and over and over. And so, well, Chavez, why isn't the price rising? There's something in stocks called cross trading, where at a certain given time, you have a bunch of people that are ready to sell, a bunch of people ready to buy, and they just cross trade. They don't take from the float. I think that's what's going to be happening here. Even if you do see that one guy, I think it's Andre Jick, I think his name is, or Michael Jick. He does videos on, he's done video on Akomi, he's done videos on Bitcoin and SafeMoon and all that, and Doge as well, and XRP. So he's a big crypto guy. And what he said is that when he bought his 16 million, when he put in 100, he put in 150,000, only got 16 million because he bought close to the top. You could put in 16,000 today, or you put less than 20,000 and get more than he got. Oh no, maybe that's not right. You'd have to, either way, it's less than 30,000, and you can get exactly what he had. Thank you guys for 5 likes. That means the world to me. And outside of that, he said how he got his was by a cross trade. He got it from a private seller. He didn't get it from the float. So what these guys are probably doing, they probably know other people or just themselves. They're going from the Vivi app and they're saying like, hey, all right, how can we buy back some of these things without really disrupting the price that much? And they're probably just doing it for themselves, saying like, okay, let's sell back, which again, I don't know why they would do. I don't know why they're selling at this lower price, but it just makes sense because I don't see any other big person that would want to sell right now, and they would have to do it themselves. Which again doesn't really make sense to me, but you know, if they bought when there was 4 zeros, it was 0.00003, and now it's 0.0015. Okay, what was that, like a 50%? I'm sorry, 50x increase in 2 years. Okay, that's probably good. So they have no issue probably liquidating a little bit. That being said, I'm 100% okay with it staying down here. That drop this morning, again, sold out in a couple of seconds. There is a thing that you can do to go on and put your clock ahead a day, and when you put your clock ahead a day, it will show the gems as buy now because your clock is ahead a day. I haven't done that. To me, that just feels like I'm getting. It's like I'm playing Pokemon and I'm doing a what do you call it? I'm just doing cheat codes. It just feels wrong. Feels like I don't deserve it at that point. But some people's view on it is if you can't beat them, join them type of deal. As far as Earth 2 goes, we did have Malawi. Malawi had $32,000 or $33,000 being pumped into that country today, where I think South Korea was number two at like $10,000. They went over it on Guidebook Gaming. And if you want free tiles, link down below for Guidebook Gaming. They give away free tiles every single day. They're animals like that. They're beasts. And what happened? What I saw happen was that Malawi is still under a dollar. It's like 90 or 91 cents to buy it. So it's like, okay, I don't know which channel is going to do that. There's, I think the number 4 player, the one that's right behind Predict, that is buying a lot of tiles in Estonia, and I think that person alone is carrying Estonia. But yeah, there's either one person or a group of people that are just buying in Malawi. I would not be surprised if it was the South Koreans that say, you know what, why are we buying in South Korea? It's the second most expensive country. Let's buy some places under a dollar, which I agree 100%. So they're getting a bunch of Class 2 tiles. I don't know if they have Class 3 up there yet. But yeah. So outside of that, what I do want to say is that I have tagged Logan Paul and Steve Aoki. I think I tagged Post Malone. I didn't tag Katy Perry. Just people that I know collect Pokemon cards. Should tag Justin Bieber as well, but he doesn't really buy like the grade. He just buys like the card, not the grade. You see in one of his Instagram videos, he's got Pokemon cards in like PSA 9. You know, I know like not even first edition. It's like, okay, all right, well, again, he's just buying the artwork. He's not buying the card for value. So I'm very, very close. I have a couple of offers from this Facebook marketplace called Viridian Pokebank, I think, and but a bunch of people that are trying to go and buy it from me. They have to sell a lot of their collection, which takes some time. Someone tried to pay me on BSV. He asked if I accept BSV. I'm not sure what that is, but I'll let you guys know. When that does happen, I will put in, like I said, about 100K into OMI. I'll save about 30 to 50K for Earth 2. Most of the rest I'll put in Bitcoin. I'll save 30 to 50 grand just to bills, whatever. So moving on, I'm going to go to the Q&A here. Oh, wow, a lot of people commented well before I started. Chris Toffer says, have you checked if she will pay your bills for you? Do you mean my girlfriend? I mean, I told her if it doesn't work out, like if I, when I sell this card and I put, about half my wealth into crypto, is that like, babe, if there's like a solar flare and we no longer have crypto, like I'm probably gonna have to go back to work. And we probably have bigger problems than that, but yeah, she's aware. She's like, all right, it's fine. Junior Sanchez says you are second. Legacy Bermuda, what's going on? Niza Game says you're supposed to say third. You guys are crazy. And No Metal Guitar says, dang, 8 first. Renzi says, what up? Love the talk shows. Oh, why thank you. I thank you for joining me every night. It does mean the world. I do enjoy seeing you guys every night. It does mean a lot. Oh no, that's me. LOL. Legacy is fourth. Okay. No Metal Guitar says, yo, my man Randy, I spotted some straight BS on the Vivi marketplace. User Bond007 was selling 6 Cleopatras for $6.66 a piece. Not fair, not possible. The dude probably has like 8 or 12 or 13 accounts or whatever. Probably has a bot just trying to, as soon as it's ready, go. Is it right? No, it is wrong. I don't know exactly what they can do to stop it. Earth 2 had a similar issue where, if someone, let's say, was going to sell some tiles for like $20 a tile, but they accidentally mislabel it to $2 a tile, and then automatically get sold, because you have bots scripted for that. They just, I don't know what they did, something with computers and like, all right, no bots are allowed. Anyone caught with a bot is not allowed to do that. So I don't know if Vivi can do something as well. They can code that in there, saying if anyone buys with a bot, maybe their account gets frozen, investigated, and then, they get their money back and they're just, they can't buy with that account anymore because it gets the rules. But I don't even know if they've actually come out and said that's against the rules. Because you got a bunch of people doing these time skips where they're on their phone like 3 minutes beforehand. They put their clock a day ahead and then they get it. So again, it's kind of the wild, wild west right now. If you want to do that until you can't anymore, because there's probably going to be a time where like, yeah, we're wise to that. We're not going to do that. Yeah, I would say that you have a couple month window to continue that, because they're going to put a stop to that eventually. I think. I saw a guy that got the rare and an ultra rare with under 75. Oh my god, number 75 serial number. If I would pay such a premium for any serial number that's just 69. That's just 69 would be great. I just want it. The same thing with 420. I mean, 420 is probably a bit easier to get, because if you have it with 69, anything under 100, you're not selling that. Just my opinion. 4 people already here. Start the live chat. My live chats are always 10:15 a.m. and p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm sorry, y'all are like a half hour early. That's my bad. Brendan Z says straight lames. So it's BS. They need some sort of security into checking people's accounts. Bit of a hypocrite. I got 2 pride rares today. But only 2. At least you're fair with it. I mean, 2 is fair, but 6, man, I ain't even got 1. I have I don't know, like I said, I got that Superman, and I put in more gems today, so I could get something, but again, just wasn't in the cards. Try to get something or not even next week, on Thursday. I don't even know what they're putting out on Thursday. If anyone knows, comment down below. But I like this because there is a company called Quid, and Quid has NFTs as well, and they do have a couple of licenses, I think with Marvel, and I think 007, and you see things that they have. They have Loki, they have the Avengers, but the things that they're coming out with is, I mean, if that was the only game in town, I'd be like, oh, all right, these are interesting, and these can be cool. But they have a lot of drops each week, like multiple drops, and which is fine. But it just seems to me that it seems like too much that they're doing for too little people. Like they have like 15,000 subscribers or 15,000 followers on Twitter. Or as opposed to a Comey that has like, what, 100-something thousand, again, just right now, like already. And again, this is just starting. So I do want to welcome healthy competition. I just don't see it anywhere. Like I was saying with Tesla, last year and the year before that, Tesla's pretty much won the decade of 2020s already. Same way I think Vivi has won the decade as far as NFTs go. Same way I think Earth 2 has won the decade as far as virtual reality and virtual real estate goes. And I was even talking with Dan Lee this morning about virtual real estate on the Vivi app. We were talking about Decentraland, saying that, yeah, despite the fact that you go to Decentraland, there's not a lot of people there. There is a really large area of want, of need for big companies that, they came in and dropped $750,000 for a place in Decentraland just so they could build a virtual mall. Okay, well, what's going to happen with Viviverse? I believe they're going to do the same exact thing. They're going to be like everyone else, and they're going to build their own universe. You have little spots over here. You can build a house, whatever, put all your NFTs. Instead of just a showroom or a vault, put it in a giant house that you can build if you want to do that. And maybe that's a way they can burn Omi as well. Oh, you can only do this by paying with Omi or paying with gems. And I think that would be something that'd be super fantastic, because I would love that. That burn would be super real. And again, it incentivizes people to spend that, to burn it. And also, like I said, most everyone has something similar as far as Decentraland, My Neighbor Alice, a Viviverse in the future, except for Earth 2. Earth 2 is the only one, or they were the first one to have that one-to-one, virtual map of Earth. Then you had like V Park and Meta Earth and After Earth that were all kind of copycats of Earth 2. But yeah, Earth 2 did it first. Earth 2's got the main user base, and if you had ever listened to British guy Dorkslayer, any one of his videos, he says like, yeah, he's been in all the Telegram chats, Discord chats, all those groups, and Earth 2's by far like the hottest, the biggest, most fan interaction. Ooh, Death Cross on Bitcoin other day. Looks like there could be a nice sell-off underway. Only to follow. I hope so. I hope we're able to go and get down to, if we get down to like 29, if we break 29, 28, it might go down to like 20. Oh my God, that'd be insane. That'd be great. Goes down to 20 and then 100 grand, I can get 5 Bitcoin. It's insane. I thought I have 0.75 Bitcoin already, so I guess 4.25 Bitcoin, I can get that, for well under 100. Like I said, I'm super excited for that. I can get all of these things that I didn't think I'd be able to get at those prices by the sale of this card, and then at the end of that, just have money left over that I didn't think I would. And again, I didn't think I'd be able to get money. I thought I would maybe get like 20 million Omi, like max, and now if I sell that card, I get like 50 million Omi. So it's great. And the possibility. Thank you guys for 10 likes. The possibility that me going and getting this even cheaper is just. I'm surprised we're here. I'm thankful that we're here at these low rates, so I can buy at these prices. But the fact that it's possible that it can go lower is just icing on the cake. But I do recognize that it is hard for some people that, like me, bought at 0.007 or 0.008, and or Bitcoin at 65,000. I was buying from 55,000 down to 42,000, up to 65,000, and back down here. I was buying all through that. And for people that this is their first time really investing, that haven't really gotten like punched in the face before, okay, this happens, goes in cycles. Guarantee you, in like 3 years, none of this is gonna matter. And if you're thinking just on weeks and months, it's honestly probably not best to invest if you're just thinking on that shorter time scale. You have to think in multiple years and decades. At least that's what I do. But again, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It says so in the link down below. It says so in the description down below. Brendan Z says, I couldn't even get one ultra rare. Yeah, me neither, Brendan Z. But I went for a rare first because it's better. I'm trying to think which was the rare. All right, so I like the Amelia Earhart and the what was the other one? I forget. They were both rares or ultra rares or whatever, but one was gold and one was silver. So I don't really understand that. That being the same and one's gold and one's silver. Like, all right, people are gonna go for the gold. I think that was Amelia Earhart. The gold was. Nomad Guitar says, yeah, no doubt the rare is awesome. They should have made the ultra rare change photos like Clio with pyramids and stuff. I don't know, it's boring, not worth 400 to me. Oof. Sorry guys, I had to hydrate. Yeah, 400 is a lot. That's a lot. But the things that people are doing with this, I'm so pleasantly surprised and pleased. Like I knew cool things were gonna happen, but somebody made it so that the one that changes color, like the painting that changes color all the time, put that as the floorboard, and they put all the other NFTs around, and it just looks so cool. It looks like a rave. Like it looks like I would do Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, and go to that place and sip a daddy beverage and just chill out and just think about life and just think about the universe and where we could go, like with technology and reanimating people. And I don't just mean like from like the dead. Although I do mean that. And like, wouldn't it be great if we can just somehow, you have a map of, let's say, Albert Einstein's brain, and you see like the neurons and the glial cells, and you put that into like artificial intelligence. You download that, and then we have a bot, like artificial intelligence with Albert Einstein's brain would just be bananas. And if you could do that with other people, like, I would just way to go back in time, or bring people from the past up to here and just have conversations with them, see what their personality's like, see what they were like what they were like in interviews, like what they were like, face to face. Like, a lot of people we idolize that, you don't really know like their mannerisms, and a lot of people that, again, that's something that I think Earth 2 will be very, very good at. Obviously, you have Neuralink, one of Elon Musk's companies that's probably going to be essential for that. But yeah, that's one of the things I would love to think about in that particular room. Moving on. Renzi says, I hope fast license drops this Thursday. It would be so huge the day before them. Oh, so Fast and the Furious. Yeah, so I think they have one or two licenses with them. I'm not sure how much, but yeah, that would make almost like poetic sense, them going and dropping their license. I'm sorry, dropping that NFT the day before the movie comes out. I didn't even know the movie was coming out this week. I've only seen saw like the first 3 Fast and Furiouses. I saw like a 6 and a 7. I don't even know which one this is, like Fast 9, something like that. I've seen them sporadically. I've never sat like, one afternoon, like I can do it like Lord of the Rings, over a day with the extended editions. I just can't do that. I think even with Star Wars, I don't think I've ever done that. And back when there were only, like even before the prequel trilogy was completed, it was like, oh yeah, 4 movies, we can do that. I was never able to do that. Maybe one day. Pick up. Nomad Guitar says, heck yeah. In that case, I'm buying 3 more phones. Well, that you'd actually make your money back pretty quickly if you have those phones. You could, again, but that's if you flip though. Again, based on this thumbnail, I think there's like 40 different Supermen in that, and that's not even the full picture. People are going crazy. People are spending buku dollars to get dozens of these. I'm happy to get one. So like that person that got Superman easily spent $4,000 or $5,000. $4,000 or $5,000. Like that's, which again I've spent more on one single Pokemon card. So yeah, and I'm working on selling one now that's not even the Trophy Kangaskhan, just like a Blaine's Charizard that's more than that. So yeah, I get it, but it's like, whew, some people hot out the gate. I'm gonna get 6. Resi says LMAO for real. Get a Rock NFT. Yeah, that'd be great. Dwayne the Rock Johnson would be fantastic. I'd love him. Nobel Guitar says, I don't know how to press all the buttons at one skilled guy that Bond 007. He is James Bond though, so you gotta give him that. For real, he slowed down time. What was that movie? Like Clock Stoppers, where God, it's like they didn't actually freeze time. Everyone was just going like normal speed, and they were just going like super fast. It was like a really bad movie. I hated that. Nomad Guitar says, haha, yeah, I don't know. They are lower mints too. I'm sure he got more than that, just what I saw, because they said same price, 666. Devil stuff going on in this app. Yeah, we've definitely seen a couple of weird things go on, but I'm happy with it. If they have a supernatural thing, have like Sam and Dean Winchester NFTs, I don't know if you can see it, the anti-demon possession tattoo. So we're going on with Dan Lee this morning saying, like, wouldn't it be cool to get not just the actual characters, but the actual pieces of the characters that they would have, like Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, or Captain America's shield, or if you like maybe Iron Man's proton cannon, or Harley Quinn. You have one of the Harley Quinns that has a mallet with her, but one of her mallets. Just something like that, I think would be pretty cool. Or Two-Face's coin that he has. Just anything along. I know I'm bringing up a lot of superhero things, but it doesn't have to be that. It could be stuff with, Transformers, My Little Pony, or even Shrek. You could have the Lego Eggo waffles that Donkey was talking about. In the morning, making waffles. Love waffles so much. If they have a Stranger Things NFTs, oh my god, those would be amazing. But as far as other things, like I would much rather have yes, Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle NFTs would be great. Of the gym leaders would be great. But I want a Master Ball NFT. I want the original 8 badges from Kanto, and then the another 8 badges that you can get from Johto, and then so on and so forth. Like I want those as NFTs. That would be, when they announce Pokemon. If I don't know if they have it, but we're pretty sure they do. I want those. Renan Z says, yeah, there's for real market manipulation cults out there for Vivi. Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'm smart enough to know how they would actually manipulate the market to keep the price down. I mean, you could make the argument that, yeah, maybe have a big whale out there that has so many, like 1 billion or 2 billion OMI. They could flood the market with 10 million, 20 million. But again, I don't know why you would do that to keep the price low, unless you want to cause a crash. And let's say you liquidate 10% at and you sell at 0.002, and then you sell so much at that price it goes down to 0.001, and okay, now you could take half of that money that you made and buy back your original amount, and then you have a little bit left, or you could just buy more. Like, is that their game? I don't know their end game. I don't know what they would want to do, but yeah, you do have a couple of people that can do that. Even one person like JP manipulate the market with just a couple $100,000, and that's it. When I sell my Trophy Kangaskhan, I won't have a lot. I'll have $100,000, but thrown in there, that should have a nice little green candle right there. But I love Veve, could never spread FUD. I mean, I have no problem criticizing them. I made a video, I think I showed this morning, like 20 something hours ago, about the FUD, about that, just addressing it, and some criticisms are valid. I like to just criticize where I can, but constructively, and I say, but for the most part, it doesn't really matter. I'm still all in. Out of everyone here right now, how y'all doing? Oh, Brendan Z, asking everyone how they're doing. You're the man. Normal Guitar says, LOL, Omi breaks through 0.0016 down to 0.0015. Nice. I set a price target of 0.0015 a week or two ago. Nice. JP said he probably just got a bunch of his buddies to buy them and gave them $50 on top because the person has the potential to make $50 for pressing a button. The reseller, though, inherits a bigger risk. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, JP. But a better payout, all numbers, risk reward. That's true. Yeah, that's essentially like not free labor, but if it's like, hey kid, if you press this button at this time and it works, you get $50. If it doesn't work, well, I don't know, have a croissant. I don't know. Crystal Stroud, what's going on? Says hello, Randy, and everyone else. How's it going, Crystal? That's still. Oh wow, I'm like almost a half hour behind comments. JP says gather up a group of people and pay them $50 a pop to get one. It's literally a supreme drop waiting line in New York. A bunch of resellers, still lots of collectors, but still that's true as well. I haven't done that, but I'm very curious to do so, to actually like wait in line like for sneakers. Pay $200 for sneakers, sell them for $400, that type of deal. I haven't done that yet. Gary Vee does that all the time, even though he's got hundreds of millions of dollars. All right, now I've been live. Now it's 27 minutes later. All right, Air TV 24 minutes. It says, "Hey yo, Dan Lee, I was just talking about you. All good things. All good things." Chris Aloro, what's going on? Howdy, howdy. Crystal Stroud says, "What does your shirt say? Getting fit for cosplay?" Yes. I want to go to because I hurt my shoulders. Yes, it's both my shoulders. I can't really get big, so I can't do Bane. I can't do Brown Wolverine. I can't do anyone that I really want to. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm just gonna run a lot. I'm just gonna maybe try to do some. When it hurt my shoulder, I can't lift. I can't lift, but doesn't mean I can't I can't punch, because I've done it before, and it's like, okay, well, because I'm not really putting pressure on it. That's fine. So I'm just gonna, do some heavy bag work, jump rope, sit-ups, and I'm just gonna lose like 30 pounds, and then I'll just go as like Crow from Ruby. I'll go as like Deadpool, Spider-Man, those guys. But I don't know if I'll go to. Maybe I'll go to New York Comic Con 1 or 2 days. I'm gonna try to go to Dragon Con if I can. And then there's a cosplay cruise next year I'm going on, which I can't wait for that. I haven't gone on a cruise in so long. It's gonna be epic. Heaven Kyle says, this week the UFO report comes out. I think we'll see some alien NFTs. So I love aliens. So there's been a bunch of really crazy videos that the Navy has put out saying like, hey, listen, right now we don't know what this aircraft is. It's just an unidentified flying object. That doesn't necessarily mean aliens. They said most likely it's probably like a, Russia or China with, brand new technology that maybe they haven't figured out yet, which is a little scary in itself. But there's just things that you see this object doing some weird, crazy movements, and then going underwater, and then going above water. It's like, oh my God, that's brilliant. It's really beautiful to watch. But they themselves say that, yeah, we don't actually know what it is. It's like, oh, well, fudge. Again, it's a little scary, but if aliens are here and they're, they haven't messed with us too bad, I don't think. I'm happy for it. I'm good. I'm waiting. I think now the time, like, we've gotten enough exposure to each other with the internet and people, like, we're ready. I think we're ready for aliens to come down, give us a good stern talking to, and be like, all right, come on, guys, get your stuff together. We got. I would love that if they came and they said, hey, we're we need you guys' help for something. There's this galactic war. We need a Space Force. I am all in. I'll re-enlist, but this time as a Space Force cadet or whatever. Instead of the Air Force, going Space Force. We got Wes with a $4.99 super chat saying, one of the few Omi YouTubers who puts his money where his mouth is. 11 million and counting. I bought another $500 worth this morning, so it's probably 11.5 or 11.75 million right now. I'm pretty close to 12. I can keep selling cards. I put money in as quickly as I can, just because I don't know when the bottom is. It's possible that it goes lower, but I did not think we would get to these prices, so I'm buying whatever I can. Moving on. Alien NFTs would be pretty legit. How I Made says, yo clocking in. Sup, Andy? What's up, How I Made? How's it going? Thanks for joining me on the live stream with Dan Lee this morning. Crystal Stroud says, is it this week? I was confused when I heard nothing in the last week of May. I thought that was when the alien info was supposed to be released. Super excited to hear what the government will have to say. I think I actually put it in my Google Calendar when they're supposed to go. So I have to take a look at that, and maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow morning. That would be that'd be great. I guess one of the things that I would be worried about is aliens coming in and be like saying like, hey, um, here's this like unlimited energy, which would be great. That would be great. Even though it would do me a disservice, let's say if they come in with this one world currency thing that's not Bitcoin, it's better than Bitcoin, and all of my Bitcoin and every other thing just goes out the window. It's like, oh, okay, well, that I forget what we were talking about. Oh yeah. So I'll check my calendar. Yeah, I love the supernatural. I love sci-fi. I love stuff like that. Really amazing. Nomad with Guitar says Project Blue Book. Aliens are effing real. Giant conspiracy. Yeah. So there's a pilot in like the 50s or 60s that he was doing like a mission like in Canada or whatever. It was an Air Force pilot. So gotta give my man a little bit of props because blue, go blue, blue team. Thank you guys for 15 likes. And he said that he got lost. Something was going funky with his radar. Couldn't tell where he was, and there was another aircraft that basically was going to guide him into this place that he had never gone. It's like, is this like a secret like Canadian base or where am I? Is it like, did I fly over Russia? Like, he didn't recognize the aircraft, so I was like, okay, let me. And they fly him in there, and it was actually supposedly. Yeah, I don't know if this guy was maybe the oxygen was a little too thin, or it's making it up, but it was him just basically saying like, listen, there's this group of people in the North Pole, and they have there's like crater up there, and they live like inside that crater, but they have aircraft, they have all these really cool things, but I was lost, and they like led me over there, and I was like, wow, that's I got, was it not Larry Bird, basketball player, Colonel Bird. Again, Air Force pilot, Google, like 30 years ago, find Secret Civilization or whatever. It's a really cool read. Hi, this is a good show. Hope there's a season 3 soon. Season 3 of what? Season 3 of what? I don't know. Season 3 of what? Kevin Kyle says, Daniel Lee in the house. Daniel, love the videos. Yeah, Daniel's really good. I think I've watched all his videos. He's a relatively new YouTuber the past couple months, but really, really cool. I like the way I love his jokes. Earth 2 fake news. What's going on? How's it going, fam? Crystal Stroud said, I have binged Lord of the Rings several times. The only movies that I've seen in the theater more than once. Yeah, I've done that too. I remember in Kuwait in 2016, I had a day off, and I went for like a run. After the run, I went to the dining facility, got some chocolate milk, I got some eggs, I got some sausage, and I go to the morale tent, and I see like, what's going on there? Sometimes there's people there, and I see like Lord of the Rings playing. I was like, oh, who's playing this? And some guys are just like, we're playing this. I was like, oh. And then we watched the first movie. I was like, oh, that was great. Like, I'm gonna go shower. I was like, are you sure we're about to put in the 2 towers? Like, get the fudge out of here. So I go and I shower like real quick. I go back to the dining facility. By the time I get there, it's like, all right, this is cool. This is good stuff. We got Gandalf the White who's coming back. It was epic. It was like one of the greatest days being deployed like ever. Like that, it was just so cool. In the morale tent, you got little air conditioning. It's still really hot, but it's not as hot as outside. So I love that. Nomad with Guitar, $5, $4.99 super chat saying Project Blue Book season 3 based on real events. Awesome. Oh, all right. So there's multiple seasons of Project. All right, listen. I'm in the middle of watching Yu-Gi-Oh, Schitt's Creek, Billions. There's this one thing that the lady at the post office told me. She told me about this one thing called I Care a Lot. Peter Dinklage. It's so freaking good. So good. And then she told me about this thing called Behind Her Eyes. And I'm like, I finished the second episode. It's only 6 episodes. So I promise I will look into Project Blue Book once I am done, or if I need a break from Schitt's Creek, Yu-Gi-Oh, Billions, and a bunch of other. Retired life is rough. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. So back to that Lord of the Rings story. I remember going to the gym, come back and catching the end of most of the end of Return of the King, and yeah. So it was good times. That was a lot of fun. That was a good day. And like Chavez, why did you go to the gym after you took a shower? All right, well, I stank like butt after the run because again, it's like like what 113 degrees every day, and during the summer those like cooler months. There were literally weeks where it was 120 degrees every single day. It reached 130 one day. It was like the highest recorded temperature ever. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I'm here. But I digress. It's for the country. R2 Fake News says, did you see homeless Shane video? Yeah, he's got the beard. He's got that quarantine beard. He's just a man. That's a man beard that he has. But yeah, it was a good video. I like that. Again, the fact that he made the video is good. It means it's important enough for him to make one, because Shane had the again, Shane's one of the busiest people in the world right now, and I do not envy him at all. Yes, this project could potentially make him a multi-billionaire. I just the work that he's doing for it. How much is $1 billion worth to you? It's just they have to be driving themselves mad. Like they have to be. Like I hope, one of the biggest things I actually pray for and I hope for and I send good energy to is their actual mental health and the well-being of the developers, because they are just they are doing so hard. It's like that episode when Charmander evolves into Charmeleon. Spoilers. There's this one guy that's like a real nerd. He's like a magician, and he can do like a flower power thing, but he's unable to do it. Like he's like feeling down on himself. And Charmander, like these Executor are running wild, and Charmander's like flamethrowing his little butt off, like Char, and then Misty like slaps this guy across the face. Listen, this little Pokemon is trying so heckin' hard, killing himself. What are you doing? What are you doing? And then he's like, you're right, and then he starts doing it, and they go together back to back. It's really cool, but they are trying so hard, and I wish I could help them. I wish I was a developer that I had coding powers and I'd go and help them, because they need it, man. They're trying so hard, and it's a noble mission, what they're doing. And phase 2, even if it doesn't come out this month, I'd rather all of them take like 2 days to just have like a couple of beers in like a recline chair with some dip, watch a game of football or rugby over there. And I would rather them do that and then have not phase 2 come out until July, maybe August, whatever. Just because, yeah, when I was in, again, working 2 businesses, and I still think working less than them, between high risk lending, Pokemon, YouTube. I had a girlfriend. When I was literally sobbing in the office every night, I'm pretty sure they're doing something similar. I still think I was working. That aged me. I do. I mean, I feel better now because I had a few months off. But yeah. How I Made says, when interview with Taps? I don't know. We've talked about it before, but he's also very busy. Obviously, Dan Lee's pretty busy also, but he's running that Panama schedule. Sometimes he's got 3 days off. Sometimes he's got 4 days off. But working those 12-hour shifts, maybe a little more than that, give or take. But with Taps Trades, I have to talk to him. He's a good dude. Oh, I completely missed our 30-minute Patreon member shout out. Few times I've been around that track, so it's not just gonna happen like that, cause I ain't no holla back girl. Ain't no holla back girl. Few times I've been... Sorry guys, I love Gwen Stefani so heckin' much. Been listening to No Doubt a lot, which is really cool. Who we got here? Emmanuel Bermani says, "Hi mate, shame you wasn't able to get the rare yesterday. Why do you think that prices in the marketplace are slowly going down?" I think that's just you just have fatigue where people, and I don't know as far as like the first, like the first season of drops, but at some point, the market takes its place. At first, everyone has FOMO, so they're trying to buy, and then they realize, okay, no, they're done buying, and now nobody's buying up here, so they have to lower the price, because some people, all they want is that flip. All they want is that flip to get that high, and what do you call it? That flip that they have, that they get, is they don't care. They got it at 50 gems. So even if they sell 75 gems, that's fine. I'm just talking about Superman NFT, but it was selling for like 150 at one point. Then it went down to 135, 115. I think I got mine at like 115. I don't know what it is now, but again, you get that seller's fatigue or the buyer's fatigue, and when all the collectors actually like, oh, we're good. And then you have some of the investors flippers that can't sell. Maybe they'll sell to some investors like, I only got 2 or 3. I could use another one. Yeah, I'll take one more. So you get that. But eventually, the people that have it, the people that want it have it, and people that can't get rid of it, they just go lower and lower. That's why you see a lot of times some of the drops like, hey, you got this 40 gems, but it's on sale for 37. Oh, yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Or two fake news. How's Arya's divorce going? He's not getting divorced. It would only do that if he would be with me. No, he is in a very, very loving relationship. I know his partner also. She's cool. We went on a cruise like 2018, 2019. It was just around like the Hudson, where it was a Harry Potter cruise, and we were dressing like the three-headed. I think the name was Fluffy, the three-headed dog from the Chamber of Secrets, was Sorcerer's Stone, and I think the name was Fluffy, and we were all wearing brown shirts because Fluffy's brown, like a Rottweiler type thing, and I'm brown, so I literally told them, guys, put on some brown makeup, dress up in brown face, and they're white. They're like, it's probably not a good idea. I was like, it's okay. You have me with you. It's fine. And we had this giant collar made because we were the three-headed dog, and we didn't get number 2, but the person that beat us wound up winning the whole thing for the so I was very, very happy about that. This is a fun story. The Tony GG says, holding the 486 Givenchy rare NFT. My man. Oh my God. Good for you, mate. The Tony GG. I'm jelly. I'm super jelly. Good for you. Earth 2 Fake News says, when phase 2? Within 6 weeks. Potentially the end of this month, but I'm not holding my breath for that. I do think that we're going to have something probably by mid-July. So definitely within the next 6 weeks. That's my timetable for it. And then you got jewels, you got essence, you got mining resources. I'm so heckin' ready. I can't wait. Roby1 Kenobi, what's up, man? Thank you for commenting on all my stuff. That really helps the YouTube algorithm. Or 2 Fake News, did you already sell Chaveztopia? Never. I would never sell Chaveztopia. Oh, sorry, I had a lot of salami. I'm very dehydrated. The only times I sell parts of Chaveztopia is my giveaways, where they get for 1 cent, 1 cent here, 1 cent there, and I sell a tile here and there. But that's not for monetary gain. Clearly, that's just for giveaways, just to help promote the channel, help promote, what do you call it? Everyone, yeah. Croner says, hi Randy, what's up, Croner? How's it going? Wes, thank you for that $5 super chat, saying that I'm one of the few Omi YouTubers puts his money where his mouth is. Yeah, I don't tell people to. Well, one, I don't tell people to do anything because it's not financial advice, but I only tell people what I'm doing. So let's say if I'm talking to my friend Ari Realty right now, hey, now be a good time to get some more Omi. And I can tell him that because I also bought more Omi today. So I'm buying all the way down. What happened with Tesla from 2019 into 2020? Shoots up, and then what happens? Goes down. Why? Pandemic. Okay, well, I'm buying all the way down. All the way down. And as it goes up, buying all the way up during that K-shaped recovery. Made a nice bit of money on that. Got a little over 100 grand in that now. Yeah, that's peak. Moving on. Earth 2, Pokemon, the real Professor Oak, says, Randy, my brother, how is it? How's it going, Earth 2, Pokemon, the real Professor Oak? I saw you, I think you were on Dan Lee's podcast as well with me. You're commenting on there, right? Right. Nomad Guitar says, ever watch Ancient Aliens? It makes so much sense. And Project Blue, yeah, Ancient Aliens is great. I remember one day with my friend Kim, who hopefully I'll see again in a couple months. We're both in the military together. We're serving together. We both happen to have a day off. It was like a Tuesday afternoon. I was like, have you ever seen Ancient Aliens? She's like, no, what is it? I was like, girl. So we had a couple of drinks. We ordered some pizza. And that was one of my favorite days. Just because, we watched Mermaids, the Body Found also. For those of you that want like a really cool mockumentary, Mermaids, the Body Found is really heckin' good. Like 9 out of 10 would recommend it. It's so good. I love it. Again, Nomad with Guitar, that $4.99 super chat saying Project Blue Book Season 3 based on real events. Awesome show on Amazon. Well, you super chatted it, so I gotta watch it now. I do have Amazon Prime, so I will take a look at that at some point. Christian Velasco says, what's up, brother? Watching the plates and watching you. Oh, my man. Thank you very much. How far behind am I? Oh, I'm only 5 minutes behind on, what do you call it? What is that? The chat right now. Comments. How I Made says, No Metal Guitar. Is it out yet? Oh, so Season 3 Project Blue Book? I don't know. King Julian, what's going on? Says, everyone smash that like button. Please. As per King Julian. That would mean the world to me. So, I was watching a Lex Friedman podcast before. And he was talking about, what if we had a time machine? Like, what would you do? Would you go back in time, or would you have somebody else come here in time, or would you go to the future? Would you send someone from here into the future? And I was like, oh my god, so many good questions. Les Friedman is such amazing dude. I love him. 10 out of 10. Recommend his podcast. And the guest, I forget who the guest was. The guest he had on said, like, I would want to talk to Benjamin Franklin, saying he wouldn't go back in time, although he would, but he'd rather Ben Franklin come here and say, like, hey, listen, there's this device in our pockets that has the whole knowledge of the world in our pocket. Like, just to, and they were just hypothesizing that Ben Franklin was just so ahead of his time, like, would have fit in so well in today's society, but couldn't. Like, Tony Stark's dad was limited by the technology of his time. Oh god, hiccups. And when you have people like that, who was it? The girl from Alice in Wonderland. She is a head of her time, while her mother is a product of her time. And I love people like that. I love those stories where they're so going against the grain, and everyone's saying, like, you can't do that. You can't do that. As like no, I can. I believe. Like, I have. Again, if you can, the person that has the why, they have that why inside them. They can bear any how. Like, if they have a reason to do something, they can go through hell. They can go through torture, and they can complete what they want to complete. And I love that. I see that with Elon Musk. I see that with the devs of Earth 2. I see that seen it in myself many times. And I've seen that in with the guys at Vivi as well, and especially a lot of the YouTubers. I love people like that. Crystal Strauss says, I smashed that like button. I got to take off early, Randy. Hope to catch you next live stream. Yep, 10:15 tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time, in about 11 hours and 15 minutes. Bye-bye, Crystal Strauss. We love you. I'm going to grab some water real quick, because I'm out, so I'll BRB. But I'll continue talking while I am away from you, my dear loves. This has happened in the Dan Lee live stream, where I was reading comments, and he was about to, he was getting water or whatever, and like I was like, right, Dan? Right, Dan? And then I X out of the comments, like, dang, where'd he go? I felt like the kids from Space Jam, where, like, you know, Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny goes to the cartoons, and then they go, you know, they leave, and the screen is blank, and the kids are like, dang, where'd they go? I was like, damn, where'd he go? I probably need to get more water soon. I'm gonna have to pee so much tonight. Okay, so that's the last thing. So outside of that, the other things that I really like to listen to is just Gary Vaynerchuk, just basically telling everyone, like, hey, just work your face off for a long time, and, you know, invest. Like, work your face off, and you have money, you can do it. Time is gonna pass anyway. Time is gonna, again, 20s went like that. 30s, I imagine, like, I'm halfway to 31. I'm halfway through my first year of my 30s, and I'm not gonna lie, 29 was a rough year, because I did not want to turn 30 at all. I was not okay with it. And then as time went on, it's like, okay, well, nothing's changed. I felt like I could have done more by that age, because back in the day, you know, a lot of our parents, especially grandparents, they were married and had kids and had a house at 25, and I was just like, well, what the fudge am I doing at 30? And I don't have any of that. I'm not married. I don't have kids. I don't have a house. Not that I would want a house now, but I also think that in a lot of ways we're ahead of our grandparents, just because we know a lot more. We're exposed to a lot more people, and we grow as people a lot quicker that way. Whereas people from back in the day, they're only exposed to, you know, relatively who's in their town, because maybe they have something that they hear on the news, and maybe they read something in the papers, but there wasn't, you know, going on Facebook and going into this group of, oh, well, I like metal, I'm gonna join this Tool group and just meet people talk about Tool. That just didn't happen back in the day. And what I see with Earth 2 and Vivi is eventually them becoming social media platforms as well. Vivi is already pretty much a social media platform, because they're taking pictures of the vault, videos of the vault, and Okomi from there, and they're posting it on other things of social media. The only thing Vivi has to do is just make a social media page. That's it, like a Tumblr or a, or a Parlor or whatever. Anything with an "er" at the end, and for an influencer, they'll be fine. Whew. Drew says, Kwaku Alston just shouted you out on the My Name is Human podcast. Oh yeah, I love them. I do a couple of readings of the My Name is Human podcast where they're very, very good at the written word, where they go in and similar to what I used to do. I used to go when Shane was in the chat or whoever was in the chat. I would go live or I would just wait for them to end, and then I would read all of their comments that they talk to people about. But what they do, My Name is Human podcast, and their links are down below. Like, I think it was the one where there's a no, that was Earth 2 listings, I think, or Earth 2 news. But there's a couple of them where I go over My Name is Human podcast, where I just read. Yeah, it's Nathaniel my most recent Nathaniel updates or Wolfgang updates, and what they do is they take all of the stuff that's in the Discord chat, they just copy and paste it, and that's their article for that day. They're very, very good at the written word. So if you don't, like me, I'm very good at that, but on Facebook, and I don't really do that anywhere else. So if you have some place where you go and let's say you just don't learn well, you don't, something could be playing in the background, it's background noise, you don't really pay attention, you don't soak it in. If that's how you learn, by the written word, definitely go and check them out. They're very, very good at what they do. They have that podcast, which I've been on, I think only once. I'll definitely have to go on again because they're really cool. I really like them. But my name is Master Lord Snoke. Snoke, I did a video on his channel actually as well. So I guess 2 interviews with that whole lot. They're really cool. I really like them a lot. So Kwaku Alston, shout out to you, my homie. Homie from another homie. I don't know. Outside of that, I was watching another reason that wants me to help me get in shape, because again, I'm a little chunky right now. I'm very chunky right now. Again, I could lose 20 pounds and be like, you still need to lose a little bit. I was watching a documentary called The 99ers. Those of you that don't know what it is, it's a documentary about the 1999 women's soccer team, wherein it was 8 years after they had won that first international cup in 1991, and soccer was not big then. Definitely women's soccer was not big. Thank you guys for 20 likes. And in 1995, they lost at the World Cup. Like they made to the finals and then they lost. But there was a documentary made about them because this one girl was always in there filming everybody, and they had the what do you call it? They had enough footage to make a documentary out of it, and it was really good. It was really fun, and just I love it when people in general are better than me, but physically, where men are supposed to be, because they have testosterone, they have bigger muscles, they have more strength, they're supposed to be the dominant athlete. When I see women that are in better shape than me, that gets me pumped. It's like, oh, all right, let's heckin' go. All right, time to, cut out all this BS and let's go. Sam Bren says, Snoke and I are supposed to get together and do an E2 video soon as well. I'm excited to finally make it onto YouTube. Yeah, Sam Bren, get that bread. Yeah, do it. Like I said, I love you guys. I've had literally like almost 1,000 milliliters of water in like the last hour or so, because I had a lot right before I went on this as well. Omi is at 0.1537. Oh my god, I have to buy more. I don't have money. Fudge. What I could do is I could just sell some Bitcoin, but I don't want to sell at these prices. I just have issues with not selling. I'll take $275 for this trophy Kangaskhan right now. This is ridiculous. This is insane. Chris Toffers is at minus 91% from the all-time highs, probably. All-time highs, I think, was 0.00121, something like that. Or 11, yeah, it was like 1.12 cents. These are incredible, these prices, which again, a lot of it has to do with the fact that Bitcoin was up to 65 grand and it took like a over 50% haircut. Altcoins do the same exact thing. Typically that does happen in crypto winter, but I don't think we're actually in a crypto winter. I think this is just more along the lines of just a big correction. Again, Bitcoin, I think there was some mass manipulation in the markets just because you have companies like who is it? Fidelity and Wells Fargo that had said like, yeah, we're going to offer Bitcoin to our clients, but only our wealthy clients, only people that are worth 8 figures and above. God forbid us poories try to get in on Bitcoin, which we can do anyway. We don't need them to get Bitcoin, but I think there's some mass manipulation in the markets. People, they want the price down, and also right now China has, what do you call it, like 90% of their miners unable to mine right now because of something going on there. I have I'm sorry, I have so many notifications here. Yeah, I'll get to those. I'll get to those later. Joe Down says, let's buy more millions Omi. Heck yeah, brother. Got 11.75, something like that. Hopefully next. I was even talking to a couple of my old business partners that where I still have a bunch of my aging receivables at, and I was saying like, hey, would you guys want to buy my book? All my aging receivables, which is not even a lot anymore. It's like 40 something $1,000. I was like, just buy it at like maybe 75%, and then just take that hit and then collect the rest when it comes in. But because some were slow paying, some were actually in default, I was like, well, they offered like, I think it was like 30%. Like, guys, I can't take that. Even at 50%, I wouldn't be able to take it. So I'll still have money coming in each week, a couple grand, not a lot, but that is I mean that's enough to be able to keep the Omi machine coming in, keep that Omi cycle coming in at about maybe $500,000 a week, not including the other Pokemon cards that I sell on top of the Trophy Kangaskhan. I did sell a Rockets Hitmonchan today, or I sold it on Saturday, but I sent it out today because Saturday I was in Brooklyn, was away from here, and yeah, so I think I'll get paid for that tomorrow. But either way, just other Pokemon cards like Blaine's Arcanine, Blaine's Charizard, I'll just continuously sell and until I can't anymore. Outside of that, I will do a 1 hour Patreon member shout out in a couple minutes, and then I was gonna run, but I'm just I'll run tomorrow morning. Donut says we need more feedbacks from E2. I mean, again, you had that video that in the last couple weeks or in the last month, you've had 3 updates via Discord, had a bunch of tweets from Shane, an actual video from Shane. So I think, again, I'd rather them work on the actual progress, work on the actual problem, and then have them have the work speak for itself. But interesting, what type of feedback were you looking for? Like, do you want them to say like, hey, these YouTubers are people that you should watch, these YouTubers are people that don't speak for us? Although again, we don't speak for the game. We're not being paid by them, we're not being compensated by them. Next moves. So they've been, I don't want to say gracious, but they've been more transparent than they have been, saying that Phase 2 is coming within the next 6 weeks. They want to get it out by June, but I don't think they will. So if they don't, it'll definitely be out by July. I would say mid to late July will be out. And, you have Essence, you have Jewels, but I would like to know what Jewel is, but they've also said in the past that, hey, listen, for some of our next updates, we're not even going to tell y'all. We're just going to drop the updates. No problem, Joe Don. They're just going to drop the updates, and then that's it. Whoever's lucky enough to be playing at that time will enjoy it. Like I said, if I see that, I will go live, and I will have, I'll just be all right, guys, here's what you're going to do. And I'll be scrolling and be like, all right, here's how you mine. Here's how you do this. Oh, this is how you mine. It's going to be like the greatest freaking thing. I can't wait. I'm very, very excited for it. That's going to be one of my favorite streams. I can tell already. And then again, I've done a bunch of fun videos and streams lately. One of them is when I have the thumbnail is a Tesla Kila bottle. So the Tesla Kila bottle, that video was really fun to make. And a lot of my podcasts that I do with like Dan Lee, that was fun. My Name is Human podcast, like a bunch of interviews I do with other people. Those are some of my favorites as well. Our Realty came here, that was really fun. We did a bunch of videos. We did a Tesla video. We did a video for his channel, a video for my channel. We're on Guidebook Gaming. That I love when I go on Guidebook Gaming as well. That's really fun. So moving on, we have our 1 hour Patreon member shout out. I don't know exactly what to do. Who should I do? I say did I do Pink yet? I didn't do Pink. Christopher says, what is the missing context that makes Aria Realty not look like a cyber stalking peeve? Not sure what that is, but I don't think there is missing context. He's a good dude. Junior Sanchez has picked up another $500 in OMI today, close to 2 million. You get that bread, Junior Sanchez. You get that bread. Let's see. I will do. Oh yeah. And I will always love you. Sorry. I do like Whitney, but I like Dolly as well. Both of them are pretty. Both of them I really like. I have nobody can do Whitney. If you want to do Dolly, those that know Dolly Parton actually was one that sang that song well before Whitney, but Whitney's definitely more known for it. I did Faith Hill this morning and I did Celine Dion. I don't know why I'm in such a white girl mood today, but I am. Outside of that, guys, Smooches, my bae, I love you. How's it going, Smooches? Did you see King Tekop sing before? That was, and I don't know what song that was, but that was the greatest heckin' song in the world. That was like, again, for those of you that want some good quality singing, one, listen to Oliver Jones music. Oliver Jones is just amazing, and I love him. And King, go to, again, link down below for Guidebook Gaming. King Tekops is just the man. Obviously, we know that Nameless is the man too. He had a little upset tummy today, so got to give our power. Everyone, raise your hands, give him your power, so that he feels better. And then King Tekops singing that was really good. He's definitely the better entertainer. I just have him in the hoo-ha department. But yeah, he's really good. I love him. Outside of that, there's not much else to go over. I didn't get any of the drops today for Vivi. I'll let you guys know exactly how much OMI I have by the end of the week. Earth 2, again, I check that app 8 times a day, 10 times a day, just being able to go and say like, okay, just waiting for these resources, waiting for any type of drop. I just checked Brazil, Antarctica, and South Africa before. I do try to alternate. I don't check all my properties. That being said, so I love you guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you. I'll catch you all later. Smooch says, I've been watching a while, but I was feeding Critter, so I couldn't type. Oh, feeding Critter. Let me know tomorrow or later, or even comment on the actual stream once it's done who Critter is. I want to know more about Critter. And adios, Notori, Gene, Pascal. I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye, guys.